Hey crafty friends, it's Marla. I'm here with my day 2 of Craftmas, and I'm going to turn some figurines that I picked up at Five Below into bag charms or dangles or whatever you'd like to call them. So I thought I'm going to go ahead and film this while I'm doing it, and I'm going to do this one today. I already did a few, so I finished a few. Like this one was another one of these like mini Funkos, and I turned it into a bag charm, and I'm just using this as a single charm instead of like a clustered one. I've seen a lot of people make clusters, and you would do it the same way. You could just add on to this chain here and put some more little charms or anything that you wanted on it, or make the chain longer. I have a lot of smaller purses, so I didn't want the chain too long. So this is what we're going to do today, and yeah, and I'll show you what I use. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and leave them in the comments, and anything that I can link, I will link. So the first thing you're going to need is like a hand drill. This is a cordless drill to poke the hole into the top or wherever you're going to put the eye pin, the eye screw. And then you know, whatever mini figurine that you'd like. I have this one, and I have this one that I got recently that I'm going to turn into bag charms. I'm using this chain right here that I believe is from Michael's, and that's what I'm using right there. But I will say I bought some chain off of Amazon, and the links were way bigger. So I think I prefer this, which is the 3mm size. So I think I'm going to try and go get another one of these and finish doing some more. I use 2 pair of needle nose pliers to open up the jump rings. I have these pair of like wire cutters. I believe I got these at Lowe's. I will double check. But this is how you're going to cut your chain, because at least I can't see. Somebody's eyes might be better than mine, but I can't see if there's a split in these rings. So I use this to cut it, and I'll show you. So that, I have a set of big jump rings, gold and silver, and then I have this for all my other jump rings and eyelets and the different colors. So we're going to be using the small silver ones as well as this big one, and then one of these small, either this small eyelet. I think we're going to go with this one, the silver eyelet. I was trying to think if I should make it gold, but I think I'm going to go with silver. I bought these off of Amazon, and they are just lobster clasp that swivel. And I bought some in like gold and silver, and I think I'm going to stick with silver for this round, because with this coloring I think that's going to work. So let's get, oh, and then I have my clear ruler. This is from Dollar Tree, and I just use that to measure where I'm going to cut the chain. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, now if you've not done this part before with one of these, you can get these off of Amazon. You can get them off of Temu, AliExpress. You can get them off of anywhere. Now, when I started doing these, I was a little bit worried about messing up, you know, one of the figurines that are hard to get because they're sold out a lot. So if you go to McDonald's, they always have a toy in the Happy Meal. And so I went and got a Happy Meal and just used that to test. So I figured if I was to break it, I would, you know, do that. Oh, one other thing, sorry, I forgot. I'll edit it. I'll edit it in. Also, I use the Gorilla Super Glue on the eyelet, so you'll see me using that, and I'll try and add that at the beginning of the video as well. I will tell you, this one, it's really nice because it's USB-C charged, so I can plug it right into my light. Now be careful because you can hurt yourself because this goes pretty fast even at 1 speed. So I had to pull it out because it was going really fast and it was going in really far, so I didn't want to do that, so I pulled it out real quick. And you want to just double check the size of it. So what I did was, instead of like messing with it, I just set it right there on the top and then turned it on. And hold this so it doesn't go flying. Okay. I'm going to see if this will fit. I think I'm going to have to do a little bit bigger. Let's see. I usually hold it with the pliers. Okay, so it should be okay. So I'm going to put a little glue on it before I put it in there. Okay, don't put too much because you don't want it popping off the top, and then it'll be all gooky. That's a technical word. So I'm gonna try and get some of that off. Okay. And try not to touch your fingers to the super glue. And just turn it with a little bit of force, but don't like do it too hard. And then just turn it in there till you get it all the way down. Okay, I'm not going to tighten it too much. I'm just going to get it there where it's like even and the glue is in there. So I'm going to let that sit for a little bit, and that way the glue will work. So that's it. That's very simple for that part. So we're all done with this. This is how I do it. You can do it any way you want, however many length of chains or jump rings. So I'm going to take this chain and use the ruler, and I'm going to make it about 2 inches. And it's just approximate. I'm not like being extra careful about exactly how long it is. And then I'm going to take the wire cutters and I'm going to cut right into the chain. And luckily this chain is not hard to cut, so it cut right away, and I'm just going to take that link out. Once you cut it, you can just move it like you would a regular jump ring and just twist it and create a bigger opening. So I just did that. I would not use that piece that you just cut. I wouldn't use that like as a jump ring or anything because it's pretty much done. So I just throw that away. And this is so simple and so easy and quick. And then you can just put, I use this system. I've seen a lot of people do it this way, but everybody does it different. I just twist back one way. One is going one way, the other plier is going the other way to open it up. I think I need to open it a little bit farther, like that. And then I put one on this end, and then it'll connect to the top right here. But I'm going to finish the other pieces first and let that continue to dry. And then what I'll do is, I think I'll put this one on here. So I put that on the big jump ring. And I'll close this up. And then this one, this jump ring, I will open up like that and put the lobster clasp on and then close it up. And bam, you're done with that. So there we go. We're all good with the chain. And then we'll just use this last little jump ring, and this will be the end that'll connect to the snowman. Easy peasy. Okay. And twist it open. And put this chain, the end of the chain, in here. And then put this on here. So we're gonna just add him on here. And sometimes you gotta make room for the pliers and all that to fit through there. And there we go. And then we're gonna close up the jump ring. And there you have it, all done. Now, I would let it dry some more, but basically you're done. So we've finished our little snowman. And I think we're gonna probably do a couple more. Here's the ones I finished today. I finished him and him and him. All today I did that. You see how quick it was. Also finished the ones, I did another video, and I'll link it below, of how to pull out, this was the ornament from Walmart, and how to pull out the silver thing. So I pulled that out and I bought some bigger eye screws, but I did that the same exact way, and you can do chain if you want, but this is already so big that I just put the big jump ring and the lobster clasp, and I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. So I did that, and I did Colonel Sanders, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Also, what I did on him, this whole thing was starting to come up, so I just took the whole thing off, cleaned off all, it looked like hot glue, and just super glued it back on. But I did the same thing with him. So that are all the ones we made, and so now I'm gonna have a ton of options to put on my bag. Let me know if you have any questions or any other tips for us, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.